Welcome, everybody, to episode 10 of the Invention Laboratory. Tonight, we're going to take a short step back. We've been doing a lot of hard work. We want to give ourselves a little permission to dream. So we've done a little grunt work to this point. We've completed some general research. We've gotten all of our thoughts down onto paper, drawn up a sketch of the concept, and even figured out how involved we intend to be in the creation process. Now, outside of our initial aha moment, we haven't gotten to dream in a while. If you continue to stay rigid and structured in your approach, you'll deprive yourself of the greatest parts of innovation. Having fun and enjoying the process is crucial to the future success, even if it's not with this particular product. Bringing ideas to life surely is a lot of hard work, but it should also be exciting. You can spend an enormous amount of time in the negative mindset if you aren't careful. When anything involves risk and dedication of personal time and resources, you tend to constantly ask yourself, why am I doing this again? If you need help with your why or need clarity on its importance, head back to episode 2, 5 questions you should ask yourself when becoming an inventor. Dreaming is what separates you from the millions of people that punch a clock and spend their days trading time for money. Your ability to see the big picture and hold on to long-term goals will keep you from folding under pressure when this process gets difficult. Over the years, people have created vision boards and goal journals and benchmark checklists. Something visual will always help you when you need to physically see progress or roadblocks. If you'd like a concrete example of setting benchmarks and defining your definition of success, consider taking my class on Skillshare titled Inventing 101, The Problem with Inventing and Your Definition of Success. The class is free and should help you a little bit with your clarity. In the description box of this podcast, there's a link there, and it's a gift from me to you for being dedicated listeners to the Invention Laboratory. It'll get you 2 free months of premium membership on Skillshare. It will also give you access to thousands of classes on topics that you may need as an inventor going forward. Things like design, marketing, accounting, taxes, licensing, and much more. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Now that you have additional tools in your belt, let's get back to dreaming. I want you to grab a sheet of paper and write this question across the top. Where do I want my products to sell? Walmart, Amazon, specialty shops, magazines, catalogs, my own website, whatever it may be. Imagine that you've done everything right. The product's been made by the thousands, it's packaged, it's sitting in a warehouse or on the back of a truck. Where do you want them to go? Now, before you blurt out with excitement, all of them, anywhere, I want you to think of just a few things. Number 1, where do I shop? Putting yourself in the customer's shoes will help when you're pitching the idea to decision makers. Your passion for particular retailers can help when deciding which company or manufacturer you select as a partner. Also, companies have pre-existing relationships with certain brands and retailers, so it's something to think about. Number 2, why do I shop at those places? Is it convenience? Is it the price? Is it the quality of their product? Is it their customer service? Is it their particular location? Is it brand loyalty? Think about that. Number 3, where in the store would I want it to be placed? Your future product likely has a product category, so things like housewares, home and garden, novelty, etc. So when you walk into a store, look around and decide, where in this store would my product be placed? What's it next to? Who am I competing with? Think about some of those things. And number 4, if you'd like to sell it online, what will the customers get in the mail? Is it going to be in a brown box? Is there specialty paper on the inside? Will there be additional marketing materials or offers in with the packing receipts? Who's going to deliver the item? Is it a personal driver from your shop? Is it FedEx, UPS, USPS? Will you partner with vendor services like Amazon and take advantage of their customer base and supply chain? While working at a previous R&D firm, they suggested asking the same question to every client. How would you feel if you could take your family into the store, pick up your product off the shelf, and hand it to them? It feels like a loaded question, right? It's because it is. Of course, you would feel incredible or successful or validated or maybe even proud. The problem with that question is the timing. If you only feel incredible, successful, validated, and proud at the finish line, you're going to have a very hard time in the product development industry. Because you can do everything right in this industry and still fail to get it to store shelves. And even if you do get it to store shelves, someone still has to pick it up, take it to the counter, and buy it. And that is something that you as a creator and your team, whoever they may be, have zero control over. You have to learn to set benchmarks on your journey. You have to celebrate small victories as they come. You also have to embrace failures, learn from them, and use them as fuel to keep going. You should feel incredible every time you work on your project. You are successful the moment you decide to pursue your dreams. You are validated in the eyes of your peers when you display the perseverance to continue to try. And you should be proud that you've given yourself this opportunity. It used to be a running joke around the office that the best ideas in the world end up in the graveyard or in the hands of someone who believed in themselves enough to take the risk. Only you can decide what dreams come to fruition. For years, people would ask me what I thought of their chances for success. My answer was always the same: significantly higher than if you continue doing what you've been doing to this point. The only guarantees you will ever get in this industry is that if you continue to do nothing, you have a 0% chance of success. So with that being said, what are your dreams and goals for your project? Have you written them down, or have you just been following along with this process and podcast in hopes of learning as much as you can before you get started? More importantly, have you given yourself permission to succeed? You need to create as many wins as you can along the way, because accomplishment leads to activity. When you have those wins under your belt, it gives you permission to have tenacity in the face of adversity. Eventually, you'll enjoy losing as much as you do winning. Once you've realized that both have to be a part of the process, you will be unstoppable. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to episode 10 of the Invention Laboratory. As always, if you have any questions or need help with your project, head over to Facebook and send us a quick message, or head to www.kcharltonindustries.com to set up a time to speak. Until next time, take care.